What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live duel. On the left side here, we have dinosaurs. A deck that is very, very popular and just got newly released support with the Xenoblade stuff, as well as the deck is now dirt cheap. Dinos has always been a pretty much cheap deck. Buy 3 structure decks and top. But now it's just super cheap. I think it's like $10 for an actual core of the stuff, of the structure deck stuff. Of course, they all came in rares. But on the right side here, we have branded my favorite deck of pretty much of all times. I'm a huge Albaz fan out there. I don't know what to say about this. This deck is absolutely disgusting. I think it's that and Cashtira both have their gimmick locks, I guess if you want to say, as well as Mathmech does with the Ibli. But locks are never fun. But that's what this deck does focus on, going first and going second has some pretty crazy cards as well. But you also want to watch out for Dinos going second, because if Dinos can go second, they can just clear the boards. We're showing off our mat, how it's a UV, but before we dive into the like, comment, subscribe, if you want to see some more content like this. You are on the road to 5K here, trying to hit that before the end of the year. I think it's possible, but we need your support. So we're going to be seeing Dino's going to be going first here. Normal summoning with the Oviraptor. This is a good one. And then we're going to hit it with the Ash Blossom, not wanting to dump the Misk at all here. Hoping that was going to be enough. As soon as you get some cards in the graveyard, it gets pretty crazy. Normally you want to save the Ash for the Misk, but I had a feeling that he'd start off with the Misk there, because he looked at his hand for a little bit and was like, ugh. So you're going to set 2 cards here and going to be passing on this. We're going to draw for turn. Not the greatest opening here. We're going to activate the Lightning Storm, calling the back row. We hit an Imperm as well as a ground Xeno, so nice little hit. Then we're going to activate the Albion there. I think when you're playing a deck like Branded, you want to have those high impact going second cards like we see with Lightning Storm, and then a few of the good cards like Ash Blossom, just super generic. Also just kills the mirror match. But we see the Albion effects and Retribution. Draw 1 card, always great. Then we're going to be normal summoning the Aluber here, activating the effect, searching for Branded Fusion, which I cannot wait for the ultimate rare printing. And here it looks like we're going to activate Branded Lost, which needs an OTS Super reprint. Please, Konami, give us that Super. And then we're going to give them a second to read Branded Lost. Now this card causes problems at least once every day I play this deck. It always seems to cause issues, especially when you branded in red on their turn and then activates the Albion on summon. It just throws so many people off. The fact that you can just protect on summon by activating the effect is just absolutely insane. And then here we're going to activate the Branded Fusion. He has the Ash Blossom, so we're just going to be sending it to the graveyard there. We pretty much knew he had that when he were red lost. Being able to not stop Ash kind of hurts. We're going to go battle phase, and we're going to crash both the Alubers, our Aluber and the copy of Ovi. Just wanting to let them not have another monster on the field. It being a level 4, as well as having a crazy effect of being able to summon back a monster from the grave, destroying one of the ones that you have on your field, is just not great. And then he asks us to do Aluber secondary effect, and we explained to him if we had Queritus on the field, it could summon it back out. But we're going to set 1 card ourselves and pass. Both of us having 1 card left in hand. He's going to draw for turn. Normal summoning the Animador and Archosaur. We're going to take a second to read it. I don't believe it pops for cost, so we will have a chance here. We're going to probably hit it with an Imperm there, yeah. Makes sense to me. So knowing that he has another dinosaur in hand is pretty nice to know. He's going to link away into Link Karibo, attack us, and then pass. And we have Retribution engraved, so we can add back the branded Fusion here, and then just go absolutely ham. Power cards like Branded Retribution is absolutely insane. As well as Tragedy. Tragedy having the double effects, being able to search for it at any Despia and then in the graveyard add back is pretty nice, to be honest. I do miss playing multiple Tragedies with the Patchwork engine. Back when we were making the Masquerade, that was a good time. But like it's pretty crazy how like the deck has just so much like synergy. It's like Branded in Red. Branded in Red's such a sleeper card. People always forget about like they're like, oh, Branded Fusion is OP. I think Branded in Red is actually probably the best branded card there is when we're looking at spells. Like it just does so much. It adds back. I can add back Albaz or Quem or any like Despia monster you need. Being able to banish does kind of suck, but at the same time, it also can trigger a lot of your stuff. And then you see like Queritus, or not Queritus, but Ad libitum, and then the Tragedy and the other one, Dramaturge, able to activate and banish as well anyway, so I don't really care. Um, but like Brand, just absolutely insane card. Being a quick play spell is just busted. But yeah, and you don't have to use it. Like people keep forgetting, you don't have to use the card you add back off of the Branded in Red as well. Same thing with Cartesia. You don't have to actually use itself for the fusion summon here. But diving into game 2 here, we're going to see Dino's going first. This hand looks a lot better. I think there's also an anti-spell in the hand as well, which kind of sucks. We're going to see a ground Dino going to be starting off here, searching for a Frostosaurus, and then discarding the baby, or destroying the baby, I should say. Baby effects can activate here. Summoning out the OV. OV effects going to activate here. And we don't hit it with Imperm there, so we're going to be searching for the Mist. Mist getting able to activate here, preventing any dinosaurs. And then we're going to activate Fossil Dig as well here. Adding another baby to hand. We're going to normal summon with the baby here, and this is going to be able to facilitate the OV pop baby, summon pop. So we're going to be popping a baby and summoning the other baby. And then baby will be able to summon out any level 4 we need. We can summon out Giant Rex. We can summon out the Raptors here. Scrap Raptor being a good option. Going for a Scrap Raptor here. So we're going to be going into the big plays. And this is like the combo version of the deck. These boards you can make is actually super crazy. You can see an Appaloosa. You can see a Borland, or Boral Savage, I should say, not a Borland. And then you can see like potentially even a Dulka or a, as long as with a UTC, and it's like absolutely crazy. Going for the Scrap Wyvern here. And then we're going to be seeing it be able to reborn out the Raptor. And then we're going to be seeing it pop. And then they can either search for the, summon out Raptor, search for Chimera. And then I think they also pop the baby on the field. And they get like an additional normal summon as well for a Scrap monster, which is just absolutely insane. Yeah, it's going to be popping the baby there. I don't think he can pop the same card here, so I'm like, what? You definitely pop the baby. I think I take a second to read the Scrap Wyvern there. Reading the Scrap Wyvern, seeing what it actually does. It does pop, so it summons back out, explaining to us. I haven't read this card in so long. I remember this card back in Orcus format, which is super funny, but it's been a while. When I played Dinos, I never really played the Scrap package. We didn't have the Chimera Gold reprint, so it was just super rough. And so he searches the Chimera there, and then Wyvern's going to be popping the baby. And it also lets him have an additional normal summon this turn. Baby will trigger here, which will summon from the deck a copy of Petite Pteranodon. And then Scrap Raptor will pop the Petite Pteranodon, and this will give him the normal summon here, my bad. And then we're going to be summoning out the Giant Rex. Then we can link 2 into our copy of Cross Sheep here. Banishing the ground Dino to fusion summon, which is super cool now that we're playing Cross Sheep. Being able to fusion summon with the Frostosaurus, going into the new fusion monster. And this card's absolutely crazy. Maybe not the best like meta. Oh, this is insanely meta, but this card's like cracked. So for Dinos at least. So it takes the normal monster, which does kind of suck, but you're able to summon it out, and then it like pops a card. And then when it goes to graveyard, it can summon itself out, pop another card in the hand, and then blow something up. I think it's pretty cool. We're going to see Cross Shape can be specialing out to the Scrap Raptor here. We're going to be banishing the Mist, summoning out Adamdor and Archosaur. And then we're going to be able to activate the effect of Adamdor and Archosaur, popping the baby there. And we're going to search for Pill as well as summon out the Ovi here. We could have added back put Putty instead, and then we would have gotten to be able to summon out Pankratops here. A little bit of a misplay, but still a very good board nonetheless. And we still have our additional normal summon with Chimera. You're going to be synchroing off for a Savage here. Savage will be able to equip the Scrap Wyvern. Though we're a normal summon with the Chimera, Chimera effect's going to activate here, summoning out the Scrap Raptor. And then they can overlay or XYZ summon here, or going into the overlay, or what am I saying? They can either link summon or they can go into the Appaloosa right here. They're going to go into the Appo here for 3. So we have a 3-mat Appaloosa. Actually, going for the 4-mat Appaloosa instead. That's fine. And we're going to be seeing, or actually, yeah, they committed to the 3. So they're going to go for the Conductor here. And they'll be able to summon out the Giant Rex, and they're going to be able to overlay here for a Dolka or Legia. So choosing the Legia there, having multiple negates on the Appaloosa, so you don't really care about a Dolka. Setting 1 card and passing. They're going to flip up Anti-Spell Fragments in the draw phase here, and we're thinking on if we're going to chain anything to this. And we're going to be chaining Imperm, targeting the Appaloosa. I don't think we have this. They're going to negate with the Boral, and then we're going to be chaining the opening to the Boral here. They're going to chain the Legia, and we're just going to scoop it up, realizing that we do not have enough. Unfortunate there that we can't play through that, hoping that we were able to get through at least one spell. We see a Lightning Storm in hand, but with that anti-spell up, we're not able to do anything there, so going to be going on into game 3 here. Nice board that we saw the Dino player make. Dino combo is super nice, as well as there's a lot of cards you can easily side out going second here. Like that was obviously going first, but now that you're going second, you can put in a bunch of hand traps instead, or you can just put in like these powerful board breaker cards, which is very nice. And having UTC able to OTK so easily just feels so great as well. I know there's like Chimera in the deck, Raptor. So that's like 4 cards right there. Anti-spell is another 3. I think there's 7 cards you could swap in and out there. But moving on into game 3, we haven't seen a Gimmick Puppet Lock yet. Well, we see that this game, perhaps. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys think that Gimmick Puppet should have been banned on the ban list. I think it's still a problem. I think just because it's not as consistent anymore, and yes, it does require a little bit more setup. Brand Expulsion definitely had to go as well, but I think Puppet should have been banned. Gimmick Puppet doesn't even play the deck, so we're going to be normal summoning Alistair, getting a hit with a Imperm here, and then setting a card and passing here, and then we're going to go battle phase, or they're going to summon out Pankratops, they're going to activate Pank, and then they're going to be just destroying there can only be one. Very good card here. And then we're going to be normal summoning out the OV, activating the effect, get hit with Ash Blossom. Once again, kind of being punished. He's going to go Battle Phase, Crash, and then set one himself. And then we're going to draw for turn here. We're going to be top decking Branded Fusion. No Ash Blossom here, so we're going to be able to go nuts. So many good top decks available in this deck. It's just so crazy. We're going to go Lubellion and then Albaz. Going for the Albion here. So funny, Lubellion and Albion go for Albion, and then Albion a lot of times end up going for Lubellion as well. And then we're going to be activating the Albion effect here. Looks like he might have an Imperm for us. We do have to discard for cost, though. Oh, we don't. This one doesn't discard for cost. We can actually just activate the effects here. And it's going to get hit with an Imperm there. We're going to tag out with Lubellion here. And then we're going to activate the Lubellion effect. We'll put Branded Lost onto the field. And then we have the Cartesia we can special summon out because we control Albaz in the graveyard there. Then we're going to activate the Cartesia effect. We can fusion summon. We're going to be fusion summoning with Albaz as well as the Lubellion here. Actually, we're going to keep the Albion onto the field, the Lubellion on the field here. Going to be fusing to make Garanganol. Unfortunately, I don't get to see the card in graveyard. That's going to be searching us for Lost, going to search us for Quem. And it looks like we're going to be dumping the Gimmick Puppet there, or yeah, dumping Adlib, I think. No, dumping the Gimmick Puppet there for sure. So I have to make sure I don't block out the camera here. That's interesting. I didn't know that I was able to do that. I do want to apologize. Did not mean to block out the camera there. I guess we're going to have to focus more on the areas that we're recording at locals here. And we're summon out, or normal summon out the Quem because we did not normal summon this turn. And then we're able to activate the effect of Quem dumping. We could dump the Retribution here if we wanted to, which we are going to be seeing there. It looks like we fused with Dark Magician to make the Garanganol there. We did. So we had Dark Magician in hand, which is kind of unfortunate. But it ended up working out here. Currently see 3 Starlights on the field as well as Lost. And then during the end phase, we're going to be setting the Branded in red here. And we do have full access, and we're going to add back Cartesia. Like Branded Lost should be a super. Then we're going to pass turn here. In the draw phase, we are going to be seeing he does have Ash. Going to be activating the Branded in red here. Then we're going to be targeting the Albaz as well as, targeting Albaz, summoning Albaz here. And then we're going to be activating Chainlink 1 loop Albion, targeting Sanctifier as well as the Luber. And then we're going to be Chainlink 2 is going to be the Branded Lost, and Chainlink 3 is going to be, or Chainlink 2 is going to be Quem, summon back Albion. Chainlink 3 is going to be Branded Lost, adding us the Mercurier. And then it's going to resolve. We're going to activate the Aluber effect here, and our opponent is successfully Gimmick Puppet locked. I'm kind of surprised it didn't make Albion a Starlight rare either. Like that card, like the Sanctifier, is like the end card, so I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't make it. And then we're just going to be seeing them scoop here. They did have Ash Blossom. I don't know why they didn't Ash Branded Fusion. Maybe they do it for turn. I'm not too sure. But we're going to be seeing, unfortunately, that the Branded was able to take game 3 with the Gimmick Puppet lock after both of players not opened very well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I want to see some more content like this. And let me know in the comment section down below what other decks you guys want to see on these feature matches, as well as what other guys want to see us do on the channel here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to stay safe. Peace.